The officer who fired the fatal shot was working the midnight shift alone, and he was responding to business people who tell me they are so sorry for the way this turned out. However, they say scavengers are threatening their livelihood. An open door on this pickup and a crumpled jacket laying nearby are visible signs of a fatal police shooting. It happened in this industrial complex in Taylor early this morning. Despite being dragged, the officer managed to pull himself into the moving truck, being driven by a robbery suspect.
Once inside, the struggle continued. Our officer still trying to detain him. At some point, our officer believed the suspect to be going for some type of weapon, most likely a gun, at which point our officer then shot the suspect.
Business owners say the lone officer was on patrol because they are being robbed blind.
Half the buildings are vacant, and the thieves are back here every night. Every night they've stolen the batteries out of our trucks twice, you know, and we've caught them both times taking them to the scrap yards. They've even got the bottoms of the aluminum flag poles in every business. Yeah, they saw the bottoms of the poles trying to get the aluminum, but there's a steel, you know, insert, and they can't never get the post off. But if you look at every one of them on here, they're all cut.
The deceased man has a lengthy record involving larceny.
The suspect is a 56-year-old man. The best we can make is that he was last known to live in East Point. We are still working on making a notification to next of kin.
Things are tight, and people go to desperate measures to, you know, try to get a couple bucks in their pocket.
The officer did suffer minor injuries. He's been on the force here for 7 years, but now, of course, he is on paid leave pending the outcome of the investigation into this fatal shooting. Reporting live from Taylor, I'm Val Clark. Bill, back to you.
Val, let me ask you, what is the mood in the department there? We know it's been an absolutely devastating year in Taylor for the police.
Yeah, it really has, Bill. You know, although they are confident that the officer will be back here at work, it is somber. You'll recall that just this summer, Taylor Police Department lost its very first officer in the line of duty, and then just a few months later, they lost their second officer. And so they're hoping that this new year will be just a little bit brighter. Of course, they are always concerned when there's a fatal shooting involving an officer. Back to you.
Okay, Val, thank you very much.